Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome to another week of guest star mode grinding. Hope everyone is having a good week this week. I have not had the best week, admittedly. Not going to get into specifics for why, but I'm actually feeling pretty good today. I'm feeling actually pretty motivated, pretty awake, which is miles different than what the last 2 days have felt like. So, you know, I'm ready to kind of sit down and get some streaming done. Like I said, we're going to be doing more of the guest star modes. Going to be doing a copy ability for guest star mode first, then I'll do a dream friend, kind of like I did last week. I estimated I'd be able to do like either 2 or 3 of these per stream, but it's looking like it'll more than likely be 2 per stream. 3 is kind of pushing it a bit, and especially in a case like this week where I don't really have anything like going on that I need to do after this stream, but I actually do have to go out and get some food for dinner, so I don't want to, like, you know, eat dinner too late either, so it is probably for the best that we'll only be doing 2. But, you know, if there ever does seem to be a huge block of time, maybe I'll go for 3, but I'm satisfied with just doing 2. It means that we'll probably be doing this for about 19 or 20 weeks, but you know what? It's content. It's content where I feel like for a while I didn't have anything going on Thursday streams, so you know, at least it's something I can do and provide something for you guys anyway. So I'm not going to really preface this with anything else. I'm going to go ahead and just jump right into it. Let me just pull up the chat here so we can get started. Pop out chat. Also need to get my random number generator because I need to pick a poll actually for one of the Dream Friends we'll be doing later that I want you guys to vote for. Just give me a little bit to prepare this. Also switch over to the capture card screen as well. Where is it? Oh, okay. I shouldn't ask where it is. It's literally right in front of me. There it is. There's the game screen. I know you're not hearing any music, but you'll hear it in just a second. I'm just, again, editing a few things. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's 92. Pretty sure. Okay. Well, yeah, I hope, again, hope everyone is having a good week. First week of July. First full week of July, I guess, is the better way to say it. We got Chartakun, Rayda, Casanova 64. It's National Sugar Cookie Day. A very specific day, I guess, but you know what? To each their own, I suppose. Okay, so first off, I need to decide the Dream Friends. Which ones we'll be actually doing. Did you see Madam's new computer that Odin put together? I did not see that, actually. That's pretty cool. I know that she's been trying to get a new computer for a while, so I'm glad that they were able to get that together. That's awesome. I'll have to definitely check out more of that for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna try to not feature any characters that were in the last poll I did, which I believe it was just Mark's, Terran Talks, Susie, which got picked, and I think Rat Boy was on there too, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Daroch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so only 7 can be picked this time. So I'll do 1 through 7 on this, if I can frickin' find my number generator. There it is. 1, 7. Generate. First number is a 5, which means 1, 2, 3, 4. Gooey is our first one. Dark Meta Knight is our second one. King DDD is the third one. And it looks like the Animal Friends are the... Wait, no. Okay, and I think I messed up the first one. Oh, okay, I'll do this then. I'll, 1, 2, 3, 4... I'll just do this. Okay. It doesn't really matter anyway, so... Okay. What will be today's Dream Friend character? We'll have King DDD, Animal Friends, and what is his name exactly? Dark Meta Knight. So then next week, it'll be between Meta Knight, Bandana D, Magalore, and I guess I'll just pick the fourth one based on these polls. Okay. Gonna go ahead and start the poll. Okay, so if you want to check out the poll, it should be the last post in the chat, the bottom post. If you don't see it, refresh, I guess, but should be there. As soon as I do the final hit on Morpho Knight for this first one, then that'll be whoever's winning will be the character I play as. If there's a tie, I'll break the tie, I guess. But yeah, that's not how I'll handle it. But I don't want to see the results, so I'm probably gonna pull this down so I don't see it. Also, hello, Cirque. And yeah, let's get this started. I'm going to use another new ability because might as well get through those first. Another new ability from this game, I believe, is the Spider ability. So we'll use that today and use Como. Which is probably a good thing I'm not putting Tarantox in the... or not Tarantox, Taranza in the poll because he's Spider. Let's see the Spider's abilities. After years of work, a major role. He doesn't just hang around anymore. He's the three-eyed hero who was nominated by his kind to go on a quest. Now he can snare evil in his web. So you have String Shot, where you just press and hold, or press and release. Pretty standard. There's Skyward Web, Web Sling, Web Scatter, Downward Web. When touching pod, okay, just kick. It's kind of like the ice when you kick ice around. B, pod snatch. Pod slam. Pod slam-a-bam. So kind of a suplex type of thing. And then yeah, the up is the bouncy web. Okay. Dark Meta Knight is just the word crack. I mean, cool. I have no comment to that if you couldn't tell. But yeah, I think Spider's pretty unique and interesting. Kind of has its own thing going. God, well, they couldn't decide which one was supposed to grab the frickin' lever. Yo, hey Slav, you the big kahuna? The big kahunas decided to join the stream today? Well, it's always good to have the big kahuna here, that's for sure. But yeah, I hope everyone is having a good week so far. I know I've said that like 3 times now, but that doesn't change how I actually feel about that. Gonna press the A button now. Oh, okay. Hey, Spear Waddle Dee. I love how we have like all like a melee weapon guys. I'll probably switch to like a elemental if we find one. Don't think I need to yet anyway though. I think we're all right for the time being. As far as what I've been up to, I've been, you know, pretty much doing my thing. In terms of gaming, I've just been like playing random things more than anything. I randomly decided to do Super Mario 64 retro achievements and did actually get them all done. On the main set, anyway. There's a few bonus set ones I could work on, but I'm not like super, like, you know, invested in it. I'm also still working on Shining Soul retro achievements because I'm pretty much done with the game and all the different playthroughs. It's just I have to like grind a few things out, which will take a while, but for the most part I've done all those as well, all the big like super challenging ones. I've also played, started playing a few new games. I finally started Yakuza 0. Only done like the first chapter so far, but it's been fun so far. Something I have to get used to, but I've enjoyed that world so far. Also played a game, The End Is Nigh, recently. Playing that as well. It's a Edward McMillan game, the same person behind like Binding of Isaac and Super Meat Boy. Kind of a game kind of in that Super Meat Boy realm. Of like really, you know, very precise platforming or you die type of game, essentially. Kind of gives like Celeste vibes a little bit too, but definitely like a much more different vibe and, you know, mood to it. Pretty much done with that game too, though. I just have a last level to play. Then it should be good. Ooh, Time Stranger for Switch 2 tomorrow. Time Stranger is actually, I think... oh yeah, that's the Digimon game. Never mind. I'm thinking of something else. I was gonna say, like, that Time Stranger's a game that's like I might be streaming soon, but like, no, I'm not ready for something as long as like Digimon would be yet. There's like 2 other games that a good friend of mine that I've been talking to a bit lately has been recommending me. One of them is Void Stranger, that's probably where I was thinking of, because I saw the word stranger. There's another game. I keep forgetting the other game, but if I look at my Steam, I can know what it is, but but those could be some future stream playthroughs. Time Stranger could be a future stream playthrough too. It's just, again, not sure I'm quite ready for a big RPG Digimon game, especially after just getting done with Legend ZA recently. Also, sneeze. I was trying not to I was trying to focus on the screen because I didn't know when I had to jump for collectibles, but I felt that sneeze coming. I'm like, oh no, am I gonna make it? But no. I didn't miss anything though, at least, but yeah, I did actually show that off. Buter, I think is what the name is. I did show that off in the first extra video. You unfortunately can't do that in this mode, though. You can try, but it won't work. At least for, Wispy and, well, just Wispy, really, because you can do, the Befriend Meta Knight and DDD thing, which is the same idea, but, you can't get the food and power-ups, though, in guest star mode. And I guess Como is just really speed-based. They give you all the speed power-ups immediately. Honestly, I think of all the new power-ups they introduced in this game, I do think Como probably is the best one. The best... Oh. When I say power-ups, I mean Spider, Artist, and Staff. I think Artist has probably the biggest, potential for damage output because of, not just what you can do with the Stone ability and the combo for that, but also, the... the pictures themselves, using those to kind of... But I think Spider is just kind of the more fun one to use. Staff is just kind of awkward. Who's ready for Ham Ham Heartbreak? Honestly, I would not be against playing one of the Hamtaro games for GBAce, because they actually did good with making those games, so those would be actually some fun ones to play. Okay, they're only going to give me defensive hearts now because... Yeah, that's all we have left because they're going to have one all power up, but... You know what? But oh, damn. I was kind of hoping I could... Okay, well, I'm gonna miss something because I can't get the... I can't destroy those blocks now. That's okay. That skybox in the castle stage is just gorgeous. Yeah, I agree. You love a good skybox. As far as other things, also been watching anime, some anime recently as well. I don't think it's changed much from last week because we didn't end up watching this week at all. But I think I mentioned last week that I watched started watching Full Metal Alchemist with a friend of mine, but we haven't gotten back together to continue because they've been dealing with some medical stuff. But I also last week I started JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and been watching that with some friends as well. And made it through the first part of it, and it's been pretty good so far. Okay. Don't need to see you stuff in your face, DDD. I never know, like, where I'm gonna end up whenever I come down from, like, that attack. Sometimes it seems like I end up in the left side, and other times the right. What's my favorite element in this game? I want to say it'd probably be electricity or lightning or whatever, but, yeah, I'd say it'd probably be that, just because I kind of lean more towards beam and, like, plasma abilities anyway. So, you know, it makes sense that I kind of prefer those the most. But I also do really like the fire element, too. Fire's always been, like, kind of a classic combo with Kirby abilities, but I think electricity is definitely the element I prefer more generally. Wait, what did that, it said a message popped up. Did it say, like, my battery was low or something? And we'll see it again if that was the case. I'm in no major hurry to fix that right now. When they're in the Johto region, you like watching? Oh, okay. You like watching Pokemon. Pokemon is another thing I might start watching again at some point soon. I guess in a way I kind of have already been watching it again, but like it's stuff I've already seen because I do have some other friends who are watching like the start of Gen 4, or just they want to watch the whole Gen 4 arcs, all the arcs from that, but. I actually stopped during that arc, during my last watch-through session. So, even though I can theoretically watch with them, I'm going to definitely, like, permanently join in when I get to the part where I left off. But that's, like, 125 episodes in, so... It'll be a while till I join them. Wind is a pretty cool element in this game too, honestly. It allows for some interesting distance options for sure. And fortunately, Como's another can't shoot upwards in the water, so it's kind of awkward to fight. For anyone who knows this game better than I clearly do, like, there are definitely some differences, like, not counting the Dream Friends, because the Dream Friends, they do actually try to make it like there are more differences, but between just, like, the regular ability partners, like, there are some differences I've noticed, but, like, will each of these, I mean, I assume this is the case, but, like, do each of the characters just have their own, like, they go through the same thing every single time, just with, like, even, like, all the same, like, oh, hey, you have to defeat these enemies before you progress, because that water section where we had that, I don't think that was there for any of the other reg-ass partners that I've used so far. So it looked like that was just, like, that's something they decided to do for Como just because, or maybe some other characters do and not others, like, I'm curious about just how different the variations are, I guess is the main thing. Like how different all the variations of guest star mode are. Hold on. GBA update, probably Dr. Mario play. Oh yeah, that's right. I did hear that there is there are some new NSO things coming. And finally, like, I swear to God, I don't know what took them so long, but Wario Land 1 is one of the games. And that is a game I stand by. That is a game that is worth playing, I think. I don't think it's like an amazing platformer by any stretch, but like it's a game that I've had since childhood, and it's one I kind of go back to quite a bit. It's like it's the most simple of like all the Wario Land games, but I kind of dig that about it too. It like honestly does feel like a primitive, like, and not primitive in a bad way. It's just like literally like, yeah, this feels like the first Wario Land. Did I go the right way? I did, yeah. Yeah, they don't have Wario Land 2 yet, and that is another one I think they should have, for sure. I do like the way Wario Land 2 is set up. I know that Some Call Me Johnny didn't really care for it that much. Or at least it didn't really resonate with him at the time. When he was, you know, trying to play through the whole series and everything. And I can get how that can be the case, but, I do like what it had to offer, though. Kind of like the, like, multiple endings approach to the game. That's another game I'd like to play through again at some point, too, but I don't really want to get stuck in a, like, replaying game again for, like, 50 millionth time. Which I tend to get caught up in a lot instead of playing new games, or games I should actually revisit more. I'll try to switch up and get a new partner here in a minute. Because, I mean, even earlier this year, even though I wasn't really playing a lot, like, I felt good, like, I was literally just playing, like, Mugenics for, like, the first half of the year, it seemed like. And I was cool with that because it was a new game. It was a game I was really enjoying, and didn't necessarily feel like I was like competing with other games to play it or anything either. It's just a game that has a lot of content to it, so it just naturally kind of got that attention, but I didn't feel like I was pressured to play it or anything. But, you know, it was a new experience, which was nice, too. Also, lately, you have been dealing with kids who have been opening your front door as a prank. That annoys me. That annoys me as someone who, sometimes we have to deal with our, my cousin's kid coming over. Which, I've tried not to talk too much about him lately because, you know, he's a kid. He doesn't know any better, and, you know, there's also a lot of other things going on that don't need to be mentioned, obviously, but, what was I gonna say? But, you know, he does have one kind of force of habit where he does kind of, like, sometimes, whenever he comes over, he forgets to close, like, the door, because he's usually just coming in to, like, grab something quick or ask, like, my parents a question or something like that. So he just, like, you know, opens the door and just does it quickly, then gets back to whatever the hell he was doing. And sometimes he just, like, leaves the screen door open. Or sometimes even the wooden door, like, to our house when he comes over, and it's just like, don't do that. Like, close the door. We don't want people, or, heck, I don't even want frickin' bugs to get in. Or other random wild creatures. It's not worth it. 12 votes so far. Oh, that's good. Can't wait to see which character gets chosen. I know I could probably see it if I looked at the chat, like, super closely, but I'm trying not to look at it too closely because I know that it just shows the top result for me. So if you know who's winning right now, do not tell me, because I do not want to know. Pretend the vote result is, pretend that it's like a, sonogram test for, like, me and my wife's, baby, and we don't want to know the results yet. Like, we don't know the results of whether it's a boy or girl. We don't want to know yet. Just treat it like that. I know, a very, very random... a very random scenario there for sure, but I don't know, it's the first thing that came to mind because of more than likely Friends episodes. Also, I'm not married. That wasn't just like a random, like, reveal of what's going on in my life. I'm not interested in bugs. I'm interested in power, Nintendo power. That's true. That's a very true statement that I can revolve around. Speaking of which, I made like a very, very random decision the other day that, honestly, is probably kind of surprising, but it just kind of got to one of those points where it's just like, you know, I don't really care that much anymore. But, like, I've had, like, in my garage, or my parents' garage, whatever, I do have all my issues in Nintendo Power, and I have, like, every issue from issue 19. I started collecting when I was, I think it was issue 54, but, eventually got to a point where it's just like, wow, I have a lot of these issues. I'm gonna see if I can get all of them. So I actually did actively look for other issues I didn't have yet. And, yeah, I kind of built up a collection. The other day, like, my dad randomly asked me, is like, yeah, what do you want, like, me to do with all these, like, Nintendo Power magazines? And, like, I literally just kind of, like, thought to myself, it's just like, you know, I've been collecting these for a long time. I kind of just don't want them anymore. Because there's just so many of them are like falling apart. Like literally, like there's some where like pages are like ripped off and like just not in great condition. Because I've had them for like 20 plus years. And like, if I want to read them, like these days I can go to like an online like PDF or something that has like all the issues. So like, it was honestly one of those points where it's just like, you know, like even with like personal attachment, I just don't know if I want these anymore. I think it's also just because like these days I've gotten very aware of like space limitations. Like I have no room for anything. That's why I only get like physical or digital games now, because I have nowhere to store physical games. Unless I just want to have them like laying on the floor in a pile or something. Put them in a museum. The thing is, like, why would I put like these fallen apart magazines in a museum? They would just, I don't know. If I want to look through them, like it'd be awkward too. So yeah, I think I'm actually just gonna get rid of them. Maybe we'll like look through to see if there's like any that can be like salvaged in a case where it's like, okay, well this one's still in good condition. Maybe you can at least like maybe sell it for something, but you know, all the other ones, like, they're not worth selling or putting on the market or anything, so maybe even like Bonfire or something, I don't know. It does feel weird, like, being under that mentality, though, because, like, I was so set on trying to get all those issues. I really was. But then it's just, like, over time, like, why am I doing this? Sometime I need to just consider going back to that, because I was doing, like, a Nintendo Power series on my Twitch channel for a while, where I was just, like, reading through old issues. I might go back and do that at some point, but I'm not really focused on it right now. I mean, Slav, honestly, if there are any issues you'd like to have, and if I think they're in good enough condition for you, I wouldn't be against giving you some, if that is something you want. Yeah, GBA's kind of took over that. I wouldn't say GBA's, but I get what you're saying, though. The way I used to collect Nintendo Power magazines reminds me of a time when I would collect these pamphlets that would come in VHS tapes. Yeah, I'd say it's something kind of similar to that, for sure. But no, I mean, Slav, if that is something that you would be interested in, and there are like maybe if there's like a issue you'd really think you'd have an attachment to, or maybe like an issue you remember having that like you don't have anymore and you'd like to have it again, like just, you know, let me know. If I still have them, because I don't know if my dad has done anything with them yet, but if they are still around, I can try to keep that in mind. I used to have like something like that too, Cirque, where yeah, because whenever I got a new game this was back during like Super Nintendo and 64, where obviously you had the cartridges and everything. Once I usually opened a game, I got rid of the box because it just didn't seem like... Why would I keep putting the game back in the box when I'm done with it? Like, why don't I just, like, have them just, like, in a container or something? So I'd always, like, get rid of the box, but I'd take out the game, I'd take out the manual, and I used to have, like, a giant basket full of, like, all the manuals for the games. That just, if I needed a manual for anything, I'd just grab it, But then once actual game cases came out, like the GameCube Wii game cases, it became a lot easier to store games just with those. Heck, even with Switch, it's better. Okay. I can promise... Like, one thing I can say is that the late SNES era... kind of like the issues like leading into the 64, those are the issues that are in the worst shape. I'm gonna go ahead and say that right now. Those are... I would not feel comfortable giving those to you because they would fall apart easily. But anything before that, I would definitely I could definitely look into that. I think it's kind of fun looking at like some of the like late SNES stuff. Or the SNES era stuff, just because that's again when I started gaming, so. But yeah, there was like a year of Nintendo Power where it's like they didn't even have like the issue numbers on the sides. Because normally, if like you could store the magazines in like a bookshelf and had them like standing up like vertically, you could actually like stand them up and you could see like the issue numbers on the sides. There was like a period of like 1 year where they didn't do that at all, and those are the issues that are in the worst shape because they're just like they don't have that like cover that kind of keeps it all together. Okay, yeah, then if that is 1996, then yeah, I would. Those are. I'm pretty sure those are the ones that you're talking about. So. But yeah, pretty much from like 1991, basically the issues leading up to SNES, and then all the way through 95, I have in relatively good condition still. Maybe like one or two that are seen better days, but those were always at least a lot better to keep. That's smart. You're a smart man, Mr. Slavko. You know what? I have not changed my partners this entire game, so I decided to go ahead and do that. Truly a smarter man than I, that's for sure. Come on. Okay, Jammer Jab or whatever your name is. Oh, his name is Jammer Jab. I was right. I was like, I couldn't think of his name for a minute. I was like, is it like Jammer Jab or something? It's like, oh yeah, it is actually Jammer Jab. Shit. Jammer Jab's Bizarre Adventure. Yeah, it started, that is when they started the, Mario. Like, the Mario, yeah, the first... I think it was like what? It was Mario, Link, and was it Donkey Kong? Was there a fourth character they did for the 2000 era? I didn't see that far from AVG. Yeah. Fair enough. You got the Ocarina of Time issue with the poster included? Probably not. I think I was, I think back then I at least took all the posters out and put them somewhere. The poster I wouldn't have anyway. The, issue itself, yeah, I'd have that, obviously, but... You know, guys, you could have done damage to him while we were... being skewered right there. But yeah, to clarify, I do have the issue. I would not have the poster, though. Yeah, they were. They were. I remember one of them had a Mario Party 2 poster. And I know I eventually actually gave that to Madam as like a gift. Because I guess I just ran out of place to put posters. I was like, here, I'll give this to a Mario Party fan, and me and Madam were obviously getting pretty close around that point, so... Guess who it is? Freaking Kawasaki. Gotta be careful. About to die. Well, just what we needed, a health recovery. The Mario Party 3 poster? I guess I didn't remember there was a 3 poster. Could have gotten lost over time, I don't know. This was like also, what, like 15 billion years ago. Oh shoot, I'm dead. It's always one of these sections where I take a death, and it's not because like it's hard, it's just because I get impatient or I think something's automatic when it's not automatic. Hey, Kirby! God, I can't believe Kawasaki's become like the big meme of this playthrough. I actually did meet someone recently who kind of has like a Kawasaki-like voice a little bit. That's what I think of whenever I hear him talk. It's that joyous infliction that he has in his voice. I don't tell him that, though, because I don't know. For one, I don't think they know who the character is, and two, even if they did, they probably wouldn't want to be compared to, like, a kind of a buffoon of a character, a little bit. Also, welcome back, Peter. Hey, we actually got max on everything this stage. I am Zan Partisan! God, that's probably the easier of the easiest of the three fights. Okay. Stage 3 done, and another picture done. Chasing. Oh, I love that. Chasing Our Dreams. It's one dedicated just to Kirby 64. That's so sweet. I wonder what this picture is of. New picture. See, they just keep introducing new ones whenever we finish one. Which I don't mind. I mean, hey, it's... I mean, we have to go through all these anyway, so we might as well get something out of them. out of all these different playthroughs. Okay, here's where things get a little, like... I swear, the level 4, like the World 4 part of guest star mode always kind of puts me in, like, a bit of a lull, I guess. I always find this is where it looks like I kind of like, oh my god, I hope I don't drift off to sleep or something right here. It's because this first song is, like, so quiet and so, like, gentle of a song. Key. Fine. If you're gonna die... I'll just make you into something else, then. Wake up, Slim. Time for school. No! I'm done with school. Do not. I feel like I've mentioned this before, but school is, like, always one of those things where it's just like, I obviously don't go to school anymore. I am done with that aspect of my life. I have no reason to ever think about school anymore. But every time, like, I swear, whenever I have, like, I have dreams all the time thinking, like, oh no, I'm gonna, like, fail this test if I don't take it. And then I wake up and I'm like, I don't have school anymore. Like, what? Why are, like, tests and stuff in my mind when I'm sleeping? And I hate that. Like, wait, was there a power-up in there that I just didn't grab? I don't really feel like going through that room again, so I'm not gonna bother with it still. Yeah, hey, Silver. Yes, tree. Oh my god, I actually didn't screw up with the damn... I didn't screw up with the damn, like, falling razor blade enemies that time. I'm not gonna get that puzzle piece now. It's especially, like, another thing that I think I'm also, like, bothers me about the school dreams is, like, quite literally, during, like, my last years of college, when I just got so resigned to everything and just wanted to get out of college, like, I got to a point where, like, I started skipping classes, and, like, I literally just, like, was like, I know how, like, once I got that feeling for how, like, a certain class worked, and, like, okay, I don't need to come to this class every day, like, I know how the tests are formatted and everything. And if I didn't have to actually be at class, I just didn't go a lot of the time because it was just more than I felt like I needed to put up with. Damn it. I'm gonna try again. But because I did that, like, you know, obviously I got pretty paranoid where it's just like, well, maybe it's not good that I'm skipping, like, this many classes. So I think when I, like, have a dream about, like, school and stuff, it's kind of a reminder of that, where it's just like, I'm normally such a good student, but I'm, like, being so bad. And, like, I closed my education life with that, but I still made it work, so... This again really hard because Coma doesn't exactly have a there we go. You know what? I'm regretting this, but I don't have a partner. A fourth one, so, or a third one, I guess. So we'll bring him in. Bad kid. Yeah, I was. I don't know. I was also, you know, a aspiring YouTube gamer. I didn't know how much time I would have needed for, like, videos and stuff, and sometimes it was good to have that time to, like, edit videos and make videos and stuff. Ultimately, yeah, I'm, you know, just making excuses. I still should have paid more attention to school and stuff, but even if I had, like, I mean, I haven't exactly been doing much with my frickin' major anyway. I wish I had done more with my major, but just, it's hard. Oh, this level. Ugh. Actually, this might be a different level. See, I find this very interesting. Why does Como get this version of the level, but not the level where it's like you have to like go through all the mini-boss fights? Or maybe that's what... Oh, never mind. We do have to go through that. I don't remember that little beginning part, though, for any of the other characters. I guess that's what kind of confuses me. I don't know if I necessarily need chili for anything, but... I think it's no secret that my favorite song in this game is still the, that one that plays in the fire area, and then also the song that plays like right before the final fight in the, Ultimate Choice. Ah, artista. Or la vidra. Ow. Don't worry about it for now. The hottest N64 games are here. Like cruising in the USA. Cruising, yeah, in the USA. Wait, where are we going? Where? Oh, okay. Maybe we started in the arena or something, I don't know. My head just got super confused on what happened there. Okay. Do this. Okay, hammer done. Why did you do that? No, ice is what I need. I think from now on, if no matter what, I'm just not gonna go for this last power-up over here. Dude! No, come on. I guess I didn't need ice. Yeah. All that for a speed upgrade. Slight speed upgrade is not going to make a difference, I feel like. Spidey coming up in theaters. Interesting. Back in my day, Spidey was voiced by Prince Eric, and Venom was voiced by Mo Sizlek. Yeah, I can tell. I feel like you've said that a lot. It is a nice fun fact, honestly. Okay. God. Oh man, that moment where it's like you hear nothing but silence, and then all of a sudden your phone just makes a text notification. Aurora Borealis at this time of day, at this time of year, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen. Yes. May I see it? Yes. Get over here. She does have an amazing voice. She's also blue for an amazing reason. Sounds like Lucina. Yeah. Never put that together, but I suppose it could be possible. Oh my god. Okay, I'm about to have Krakow here in a minute. What am I doing? Krakow. Okay. We did it. 29.59. Beachside Kirby, oh yeah. Not sure what that is, Kirby, oh yeah. So apparently Nintendo's getting rid of Mario Kart Tour. I mean, for a game that's not been updated in like a few years, that makes sense. There's a reason they kind of stopped with that. I know that they still had the game available, but like, you know, they stopped doing regular updates, so it makes sense. Its appeal was kind of that kind of model. We did it! We found the magic yarn! We sure did. Before I start, I'm going to take a protein bar break, because I am like... I'm not falling asleep or anything, it's just... Like I said, level 4 is where these guest star modes start to get a little kind of like, oh my god. Could have done like a little less content in both level 4 and 5. But yeah, I get, like, sometimes games, I mean, there's not really a reason to keep them anymore. Like, service games like that. There are some exceptions, like, I feel like they could have maybe kept, like, Dr. Mario RX around and just had, like, just the normal levels and rotated. Because, I mean, Pokemon Shuffle is still, like, shuffling around its content. They probably just have it, like, on a cycle that works, but Pokemon Shuffle does have that. Pokemon Shuffle is a game I still actively play, by the way. Just to level up the Pokemon, and it takes like less than 10 minutes to get through the 5 hearts that I usually have. Not quite yet, Casanova. I mean, I did get all the, like, regular cards from this current set. And I said I'd see how I'm feeling after I do that. And I'm not feeling, like, too bad against it. It's just... I'm definitely putting less time into it than I was. Not that I was putting, like, a huge amount of time, but, like, even less than that. No. Okay. I had my protein break, so I should be good to go. For the whole digital-only thing with Sony, I'm kind of mixed on that. Like, at this point, like, I'm in a position where it's just like I can't handle physical games anymore. So, like, I get it from that perspective, and I'm not too beat up about it. But I do understand the argument, because I do think that it is nice to have, like, a choice for both. And then there's always the, you know, dilemma where it's just like, oh, well, you don't want to, like, buy a game and then just not have access for it anymore at a certain point. Like, I get that. Well, the physical game, you technically have it forever until, like, you know, actually decided to get rid of it. So I get why people don't really like the decision. There should always be the option. It's like the forced experience share in modern Pokemon games. Like, I love it because I grind the Pokedex out, and it just is convenient for me. But I mean, there should at least be the option to turn it off for those who want to just play in a more traditional sense. So yeah, I'm not too... I don't have, like, that much of an opinion on it. Although I do agree, again, that it is probably something they shouldn't have done, or shouldn't have announced. I feel like I heard, like, somewhat recently that Xbox made, like, a recent announcement that's actually been pretty well received. I don't remember what it was, but I just remember hearing something like, oh, well, Xbox got a W on some... Oh, I think it was about, like, game developers and stuff. Like, they're letting game developers go that haven't really done much. And letting them go to, like, being able to, like, do more than just stuff on their front, I mean. Not, like, let goes and, like, gotten rid of the companies or anything. I mean, at this point, if I'm going to be playing games with someone online, the most ideal option is going to be, like, Steam or through PC, more than consoles. I always love playing, like, Nintendo games with people on... Oh, I lost the key. That sucks. But, I love playing Nintendo stuff with people, but, like, Nintendo's online services are, like... They have servers that are based in, like, the storeroom of, like, a Taco Bell or something. They're not great services. Or not great servers, rather. The thing I do like about, like, Nintendo's online service, though, and the NSO specifically, is that it has, like, kind of the whole, like, pass the controller feature. So, like, you quite literally could play, like, a single-player game with someone, because you can quite literally just, like, switch whoever player one is and have them play the game for a bit. Yeah, Bugsy got tired and then slept himself to death, unfortunately. No, I get it, Superman. I mean, I was the same way for a while, where it's just like I preferred getting games physical because I like showing them off, having a collection and stuff, and then, you know, I wouldn't want to like lose them after a time. But it just got to a point where I just can't store those anymore. So it's just so much more convenient to have like to not worry about having to lose cartridges and stuff. It is so nice whenever I've wanted to play like a game, like I get ready for a stream, and it's like, oh no, okay, I'm getting ready for my Legends ZA stream. And then I gotta put the game in, and it's like, oh wait, no I don't. It's already in the game. And like I don't have to worry about switching because it's just right there on the menu. I can just load it in. It is convenient in that right. Also, new GBA's playthrough tomorrow. I hope you guys like turtles, because we're hanging out with some Teenage Mutant ones tomorrow. You know what? Where's Chili? I didn't want 2 Kawasaki's, but here we are. You like gummy bears? Yummy. Okay. Backwards compatibility is always a great thing. Kirby, don't leave me! Fine. It's not because of you, it's because I don't want to be seen as heartless for leaving someone's corpse on the ground. Also, Kirby's not here, only Como. Oh, not this section. Ah. Riveting gameplay. Riveting gameplay. The best Robobot track? Hell yeah. Kirby Planet Robobot having an amazing soundtrack? Wow. Who would have saw that coming? Really does though, my god. Oh. You know what? You know, I meant to get rid of one of the bonkers, but I just got rid of Kawasaki instead. You're breaking my heart! The train and robot in the casino top tier. Yeah, those are really good trucks. Oh. I didn't see him up there. I'm seeing double here. For bonkers! Yep, Ninja Turtles. Doing that tomorrow. Should be the first game that'll only take one stream in like 5 games, but we'll see. I'm hoping that maybe playing Yakuza right now is gonna help me, like, with like the beat 'em up mentality of the Turtles games, but we'll see. This is bonkers. Oops. Don't think I missed anything with that, though. Let me guess, an all. Yep. Been doing fighting game tournaments. Okay, that's cool. That cool, I guess. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Path of Radiance. Haven't started recording it yet or anything, but I know that like once I do, it's going to be like really easy to get into it because I don't know what it is with replay projects. Replay projects just always do it for me because it just feels good to, you know, go back to something that you thought was like I don't even think my Path of Radiance playthrough was bad. It's just it's very early SlimKirby where I just like recorded things in a very weird way. And I almost had a sense of like fake live commentary where I tried to pretend that like everything was live even though the commentary itself was definitely post-commentary. There are also a few mechanics about Path of Radiance that I didn't really know until later on. So I didn't really have the best way to explain them, and as a result, I don't know, I just kind of didn't speak intelligently enough about it. Oh, you're doing your Dark Meta Knight run? We'll see if I'll be doing a Dark Meta Knight run. Again, I won't know the results until I finish this. Which, if you joined this playthrough, if you joined after the start of this and you just recently joined, there is a poll for what character I'm doing next. If you want to vote, it should be at the very bottom of the stream chat. If you don't see it, try refreshing, but that poll is going to end when, basically when, Morpho Knight goes down. However, Edward, Leo, and Meg are good in Radiant Dawn. Edward I can make an argument for. I can't really do that with Meg or Leonardo. Leonardo, like, he's not a great archer compared to, especially the other two you get. Rolf and Shinon just do so much better, I think. And they're just around for so much more of the game that it just is so much easier and better to use them. Meg's interesting because she is a fast knight, and that is a interesting concept, but you start really wanting her tankiness after a while. And also all the other knights are just so much better. availability-wise, too. Edward is at least fine because you get him from the very beginning, and he and Zahark are pretty interchangeable. In fact, I usually end up leading Edward just because his stats I want are just a little bit better usually. Yeah, Bonkers is gone. I miss Bonkers. Oh, Fiona's the worst. I will stand by. Fiona is the absolute worst character in Radiant Dawn. Not counting like Laguz, obviously. Like Vika is probably the actual worst, but like no, Fiona is the worst. Like non-Laguz character. I should do a run without allies. I probably could, honestly. I'd want it to be in a run where... Well, I think you have to create an ally for certain things. I think you... I mean, you could always just get rid of it, I guess, but... There are some scenarios where you need allies. That's the only reason why you can't exactly do that. Okay, let's see. No. No, Oscar doesn't suck in Radiant Dawn. He's fun. He's not one of the greatest units, for sure. Fiona's, like, practically not usable. Pretty much everybody in the Ike's team is usable. Yeah, Jim is back. I love Yo-Yo Jim. Or Gim, or Gaim, or whatever. Honestly, growth rates don't really mean too much. Oh god. I don't know if I have to take that or not. It's a call from Oklahoma, so I'm going to assume that I don't need to take that. Anyway, as I was saying, growth rates, like... Growth rates matter for characters that are going to be with you in the long term. Or, well, not so much the long term. Going to be, like, important for characters that start at very low level and who are going to be with you in the long term. Oscar doesn't really have much of a problem with availability where he is in the game, so he's not going to be really that bad. Even if his growth rates aren't amazing, he's still going to turn out fine, and he's still going to be usable. And not to mention, mounted units are pretty damn good in Radiant Dawn as it is. Help me, guys! You're just bouncing on my web! You're not even hurt. Oh my god, they're not even hurting him. What's wrong with them? What do you mean? Oscar's availability is fine. He is one of the better availabilities of the Paladin class. Once you get to the Ike's chapter, he's there for the rest of the game, pretty much. Not like frickin' Fiona, who never is available, and then also, like, even Joffrey's, like, not available for very long either. He's, like, one of the better availabilities, honestly. So yeah, whatever. Radiant Dawn, use Har only anyway. That's how that game goes. I did look. Yeah, winner is King DDD. By a pretty decent margin too, 48%. Dark Meta Knight was second with 29% though, so you got pretty close. Okay. King DDD. Give me a minute just to kind of decompress here. Yeah, Neon Goo, you really did join at the best time, honestly. Oh, so, okay, you're talking about Tormod. Yeah, Tormod is not good. It's just you were talking about Oscar for a long time. I didn't see it switch over to Tormod. Here, use Tormod for like the last 2 chapters of part 1, and then don't use them again until like the last 2 chapters of the game. It's like, why? So stupid. So there's a king, but where's the queen? The queen is Birdon. King DDD married Birdon. There. Okay. Well, let's get ready for some king-like gameplay then. Wait, does it show my best times for like everything? Oh, it only shows them for like each individual. 134 for staff. 118 for Chef. Chef Kawasaki was actually faster than Como, which is kind of weird. This only took under an hour. That was about, yeah. So yeah, this will probably just take about an hour. And I think once I'm done, I'll just wrap up stream, because I have to go get food for tonight. So I'll be cooking on my own way. Fight for the crown. Ice Dark meta is cracked, though. I know, he is. We'll get to him. I plan to do all of them, so... He just has to do better and win the poll next time. Let's look at his controls. Hammer, Hammer Twirl, Dash Bead, Great DD Swing, Giant Swing, Ultra Giant Swing, Hammer Flip, Charging... We can throw it. B during hover. That's interesting. Oh, so he has like kind of like his... Oh yeah, that's normal. Even Kirby has that. I don't know why it was... Oh sweet, he has a dive attack. I love that. I'm not gonna do it with DDD, but if you think there is a character I should do the like, let's not use any partners with, or at least try to for most of the game. I can try to fit that in at some point. Could be cool for like Meta Knight or something, because I mean Meta Knight had a mode where he basically did that. I'll just, again, have to make partners at a certain point just to get through that part of the game or whatever. Because, yeah, there's parts right here where you'll need to create, you have to create a partner, and also the parts you have to make, like the friend bridge or the... I guess theoretically the friend train you wouldn't have to, but I think they still force you to. Also, I think King Dedede's mode's a little vanilla like the other like main copy ability partners, because I don't think he has a game that's, like, uniquely his. Well, that's not true, he does, kind of, but, like... I don't know where I was going with that statement. Had a point, but lost it. Here, I'll do Ice Hammer. Bosses might be more interesting. Yeah, they are. But I mean, Kirby is just a boss battle series, I feel like. A lot of their bosses are kind of meant to be fought, like, challenging yourself and beating them. Oh, Meta Knight. Yeah, I get rid of Blade Knight for Meta Knight. I mean, it's basically the same idea. Tombstone garlic pizza. Is that like the garlic crust or whatever? Like, I know I've seen that before. Honestly, that pizza always disappointed me, the Tombstone garlic. And the reason it did is just that, I'll explain in a moment. It always seemed like it was like, it had more crust to it, and I don't know, I couldn't really taste the garlic ever. Never really felt like it was a garlic pizza, or garlic crust pizza. It was just... It was a very minor taste. It didn't really matter. I'd almost prefer just like stuffed crust more than anything. I don't know what I'm gonna have for dinner though. Might just go to like the nearby store to see if they have any like quick and easy meals to create. I was gonna have pizza because last night we had pizza and I intentionally saved stuff for leftovers. But then I think my mom got confused and gave my leftovers to my cousins and her family. So she's like, oh, okay, I guess I don't have leftovers, but I kind of like going out and like making the own meals and everything anyway. I guess you don't get the fire effect. Actually, let me do this. The Tombstone stuffed crusts were always better. I mean, the regular Tombstones by itself are fine, but like the stuffed crust was like always like when I had a friend come over for the weekend. Sometimes, like we'd literally like we'd make like two of those pizzas through the whole weekend, and that's just all we'd eat, honestly. Beggars can't be choosers. No. I demand to choose everything. For those who say that beggars can't be choosers, I say that they're not choosing hard enough. we stop at Flickies? Yes, Slav, we can stop at Flickies. Wait, what did I do there? Oh, maybe the... Okay, I think it was me combining ice with the stone, which did the curling. Yeah, ice run, yeah. I realized that. DDD, we made it to your castle, man. Took a waterfall. Oh. Didn't even see enemies there. God, he got wrecked that time. Grandpa versus Grandpa. Grandpa DDD. Yo. Oh, there's the Kirby Adventure one. At least that's kind of the vibe I get from that one anyway. Okay. Man, that actually took longer than I thought it would. The first level. DDD is kind of a slower character, though. Hi, DDD, I'm Grandpa! Dope! Hello, Homer. I'm George Harrison. Oh my god, where'd you get that brownie? Over there. There's a whole table full of them. Such a nice fellow. I don't know why that was in my head all of a sudden, just was. I'm not getting that. I always count on Slav to know exactly what I'm referencing all the time because it's only Simpsons. See, okay, we didn't get that squishy fight right here that Como had. He had to fight the, like, squishy enemies. But DDD didn't. So it's like, it's interesting how they decide, like... And they both had this room, too. That's what's weird about it. Like, even just between those two characters, they still just have that much of a difference. Okay, I do need to do some... I need to... Sorry, Rocky. Nice try, Rocky. Chumbrella. Do I really need... Oh my god, I need 2. Oh, bye, Meta Knight. Yeah, wise guy, eh? Yeah, wise guy. I did just realize, though, that Como didn't have this part of the level. Oh, I had a heart attack! Already. I was like, okay, I need to get rid of one of my Parasol Waddle Dee people. Let me get fire. Oh wait, that's the other power I have. And then I have 2 fires. Anything up here? Nope, of course not. Oh, Mike. Go, 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 Mike. Go, 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 Mike. My name is Mike, I'm a karaoke machine. Bop, bop, do up, bop, 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 do up. Fine. Wait, is this death? It is not death. God, this room. What's the best Wii game and why is it WarioWare smooth moves? I don't know. And here I thought the best Wii game was New Play Control Pikmin 2. No. This is the song I was thinking of earlier. Gotta play Dragon Quest XI. Not something you can easily say to someone who's already played Dragon Quest XI. Not because it's a bad game, it's an amazing game, but my god, playing that behemoth of a game again is just not something I want to put on myself for at least a few decades. Oh, wait. God, I almost swam away from those. Also, I just realized my air conditioner's not on. It's probably also not helping. Thank you. Yeah, Superstar Baseball is great. Man, how long is this section? I might need another quick break after this level. No, you don't. Okay. Should be the last room now. Okay. Yeah, it's been on the service for a couple of weeks now. DK64. Okay. Okay. Before I start the next level, I am going to be right back. I just want to splash some water in my face and then maybe grab something else to snack on really quick. 'Cause that protein bar just wasn't enough. Today, anyway. Hey, new picture. Okay, I will be right back. Okay, let me actually try turning the mic back on before I start speaking. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I forgot to actually end the poll, but it was pretty much over. I'd already started playing as King DDD, so not that it really mattered much. Let me check one more thing before I... Blah, blah, blah. Ooh, blah, 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 blah. Sorry, just kind of looking over my messages before I continue. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I think I'm good. Whew! Yeah, let's clobber dat dare Kirby and all the things that makes Kirby Kirby, I guess. I don't know. Some of that effect. God, because of that break, I might actually... This might actually go over 6 now. And DDD is just so slow. Okay, we need electric. Surely there can't be an... Oh, wait, there, you. I guess I could have also used you as well. No! Thank God. Dumb, 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 dumb. Hey, I don't want any excuses about him eating nothing but food or something, because literally one of the this mode that I'm doing right now in another Kirby game was just DDD. That DDD's like dash or whatever it was called, so this man has the capabilities of going fast. He's just choosing not to for some reason. Yeah, DDD Tour. Not Drum Dash, because Drum Dash is like the rhythm game. That's kind of a different beast altogether. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, that's true. Wait, what the hell? What'd I do wrong there? I didn't do anything wrong, I just... yeah. I just forgot that there was an empty space right there. It's also 5 o'clock where I am, actually, too, so, I mean... It's like, yeah, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's literally 5 o'clock right now where I am, so... Actually, it's a little after that. Well, a minute after that now. Yeah, Triple Deluxe said both of those. That was back when, like, the Kirby series was obsessed with, like, featuring side modes and then eventually making actual games out of them. Which, you know, I'm not saying that's like a bad thing or anything. I mean, honestly, I think both Kirby Fighters and Kirby Clash were pretty decent standalone games, all things considered. Oh my god, it's the lost city of Atlanta, Georgia. Howdy, y'all. $11 p.m. What are you, European? Oh wait, probably. Yeah, European, or I guess it could also be Africa as well. I completely get that. I kind of know it from the opposite side of the spectrum, where I have friends who live in Europe, and it always sucks because it's like whenever they're up and about, I'm sleeping, or well, no. Whenever I'm up and about, they're working. Whenever they have free time, I'm working or streaming or whatever. And then when I have my free time, after that, like, they're already asleep. So it's just like, it's like I never have a time to like hang out with them beyond just if there's a random day I'm not streaming or something. There's like not really any kind of overlap. Yeah, I get that feeling completely. Here's a room like I don't feel like we've seen very much in these guest star modes. I think it's funny how you have both like Francisca and Flamberge like immediately right after each other. It's just like only a room or two of separation. Damn it. Man, they do not want to attack whenever I'm shish kebabbed. times in China or Japan it's like 4 a.m. I mean, that's true. I mean, it's a hard system no matter what. And again, every person is different. Like, there's another friend I have from Australia where they don't really work, or if they do, they work from home or something, and as a result, I can at least talk to them, because even like when I'm having my downtime for the night, they're at least like, you know, awake for their day, and since they don't have like a job where they have to go out much, it's like they're there, so it kind of just varies on the situation and job status as well. Bow, bow. Kirby? Let's go around the room. Whee! Okay, time for Sun Partisan. I'm the Lightning General. More like the dead general now. Okay. Well, that didn't... Stage 3 sometimes takes less time than Stage 2, I've noticed. What is that? Could they be the halberd and I'm just not seeing that correctly? I don't know. Okay, one last push for the second half of this, and yay, it's this boring level. Whee. Thankfully, I'm not feeling as drowsy as I was other times I've played this level. You're gonna do the arena? Nice. I meant to upload a part of the Ultimate Choice yesterday, but I forgot. What doesn't help is I don't exactly have like the next video after that recorded, so I think that's another reason I didn't do it, because it's just like, well, if I do that and I upload that, I'm not going to have any content for the weekend. That's probably not going to be until I get a chance to record more either. Yeah, I kind of noticed that DDD's hammer flip just doesn't seem like it's as effective as the regular bonkers or the Kirby flip. The Kirby flip. Alright, in level 7. Nah, do 8. Do 8. Do 8 to show us how much you love yourself. Okay, I'm going to pay very special close attention to this. I guess I missed this during my first run, or my earlier run, because I came out of this room with no power-ups, and I was like, wait, what? Did I miss something? And yeah, I guess I just thought I picked that up, but then I didn't. And I had the keys, so that wasn't a problem. Yeah, level 8 where Kirby's dumping the hot sauce. Yeah, it almost makes sense to not even, like, charge the hammer flip. Yeah, I don't even think I have to charge it. I think just doing, like, just normal swings is more effective. Well, at least this level will be better since I can use the hammer underwater. Oh, okay. Okay, so I need the red one on the... I would really want to rather have health right now. Oh my god. Now watch, I'm still going to take a death because I only have 1 health left. And I get clipped by an enemy. Oh, hold on. Whew, okay. I made it. Every single power-up except healing. That's life for you. Sometimes it's hard to get healing. Especially when the healthcare systems are absolute ass. Yeah. You know what? Yo. Gem, let's go. We better not have to do that mini boss gauntlet in the next level. Because we've had to do every water level thing here. Yeah, why is this water section so long? Jesus. Nope. So I did it again. I enter that room thinking that it's continuation, and it's just like, oh no, it's the literal room I just cleared. Yo, it's the furry friendos. God, he was almost dead already. One day you'll avoid re-entering that bonus room. Yeah. I think I didn't enter. Oh no, I had to re-enter it today earlier because I failed it a few times because of Komo's web shot being like inaccurate. Okay, please, no mini boss gauntlet, please. Game, why do you hate me? Like, why does the game hate me so? Why does the game literally want to look at me in the eyes and say, F you? Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with the damn... The damn what? The speed plus? DDD's already the slowest character. He's not gonna go any faster. Or he's not gonna go that much faster. Later, Superman. At least we can take out the mini bosses pretty fast, though. Oh, you're talking about, yeah, the GameCube Challenger. Honestly, I'm way behind in his content, honestly. I also never know when he streams. And again, it's probably because, again, he streams at a non-time zone friendly thing because of where he is in the world, but still. Yeah, it's a really nice remix. You should try Windhammer. Thought I did that already. If I see a window element again, I will. But I believe that's just bird on and cleaning, if I remember correctly. He's doing a Game Boy and Game Boy Color. I'll look into that. I know some people have asked me if, like, well, when you do Game Boy Advance, you want to maybe, like, do, like, Color or something? Because Color is also, like... The Game Boy Color library is really not that huge. And I feel like a lot of Game Boy stuff would be really simple as well, but... I think once I do Game Boy Advance, like, I'm probably just done and not even going to consider another console challenge. I might even be done with, like, just content creation in general at that point, I don't know. Or at least as a regular. I'd still like to do streams, like, you know, more often than not, but... I mean, GBA's is going to be a couple more years at least, for sure. Just being real. Did you know if you clear this mode, Japanese version of all characters, you can unlock 25, 10... I did not know that, but... someone can post a backup and validity to that, then that'd be cool, but... Oh my god. These guys just killed themselves. I mean, to be honest, I'm not surprised that frickin' Kawasaki did that, but... Yeah, I know. Yeah, I knew Tab was doing that. He's had a few streams where he's like picked the where he's done picking the games for that. And I don't blame him. Like he's Tab's a lot younger than I am, so I mean he's almost done with the 64 challenge. Once he's done with that, I'm sure there's going to be a bit of a empty space for his content, and I think what he has planned with that is actually pretty smart, because it's still the same kind of content, essentially, just not with an entire game system. I would probably do something like that too if I still felt like I had like a couple of years left in me, but we'll see. I didn't even mean to give him electric. Oh. There you go. Oh yeah, I definitely used this before, because this is... Yeah, when I was just doing that maneuver. It's actually a pretty solid maneuver to use with hammer. I know where the speed is that I missed. The speed was the thing I missed by not doing the mini boss prize, because yeah, it's like why do all of that for a speed when you probably would get through faster by just not getting that. Use that. Floaty hammer. That's kind of cool. I didn't realize that was a... Oh man, that is so good. That is so good. It's good for that boss fight. Well, I mean, a lot of the final bosses in this are floating ones. Honestly, a lot of the bosses in this game are floating ones. Okay, last one. Can I get done this before 6 o'clock? Probably not, but it's okay. I'll just have to go out and get food quickly. Not that I'm in a rush, it's just I'll be just hungry more than anything. Kawasaki, cook something! Oh my god. It's dumb. Now you cook. Oh my god. I'm surprised the key is still alive. Was that really necessary, Kawasaki? Oh my god. Here's a tip for Dark Meta Knight. You have iframes with his rising sword attack. Okay, I'll try to keep that in mind. That does sound like good advice. Yo, hey, Starman. Interesting situation where I kind of enjoyed playing as Como a little more than DDD. In this particular session, I don't know. I think it's because of how slow DDD is. I mean, he has at least a unique moveset for the most part. Oh, great. Now I don't have a frickin'... Oh, God. Yeah, Como Spider Kirby. Can we just talk about how Kawasaki just literally cooked his brothers alive? I mean, I guess we knocked his brothers out. He was cooking their corpses, but like still. I had to do it! Their bodies were still fresh! God. Making spaghetti for dinner? I would like having spaghetti for dinner more, but like it's kind of one of those things I can't really have due to my diet and everything, since pasta's pretty high in carbs. Those damn carbohydrates, they make me mad. Grr, grr, grr. Bum 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 bum. At least we know we're kind of close to the end, because we have this stupid section with the moving blocks. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. Switch to ice. Damn. Okay. Last one. This should be the last part of it. No? Oh my god. Oh yeah, we have like a friend train section and then... Like, this did not need to be part of... They could have just took me straight to the final part. Oh, the Kirby amiibos do a lot of puzzle piece rewards. If it gets to that point, I'll consider doing that. But I don't know. So I plan to do all of them. I am assuming we will probably get enough to get all of them. But I never actually got all of them before, so I guess I technically don't even know for sure, but... Here we go. The final part. That is nice. Oh man, I almost just fell into that hole. Hey look, another auto-scroller section. Why? Oh yeah, there are a lot of auto-scrollers in Dreamland 3. I mean, really, there's only... Okay, now there's a few others that come to mind. The two I was thinking about were the ones that actually kind of matter, which, you know, lead to, like, heart stars and stuff. Like the maze and then that ice level one. But I believe there's, like, a few others, like the stuff with, like, the cloud chasing you, or the smoke cloud chasing you, I guess, is also technically auto-scroller. That's what I was talking about. The ice, the cloud with the metro. Yeah, that's the same level. Unless you said that before I said that. Okay, here we go. About done. I probably would have been done before 6 if I didn't take that break. But I just really needed to step away for a little. Wow! I got rid of half his health, or half her health before, like, they even, like, started moving. Yeah, that was also a thing, too. That I think I mentioned that one, too. But, like, the big one is that cave one, where it actually depends on which route you go. And there's no way to know without prior knowledge. Okay. Nice. Man, I killed that boss fight. All 3 of them. Hammer is just very destructive. It's just the way it is. Okay, guys. I'm definitely going to end it there. Got 2 more done. Still have, like, what, like 33 of them to go. Got 125, though. Ugh. God, that took so long. Pretty nice. That looks like a Magalore in the middle there. Still have no idea on that one. So is that like the longest one? Yeah, thanks for the GGs. Aw, that's cute. Well, so yeah, DDD didn't have a special DDD room like Adeline and Ribbon and Susie had. Unless I just accidentally missed it. Oh, this was... Jammer Jab was still longer than DDD, though. DDD kind of started slower, but... 14, 21, 19... Yeah, and Jammer Jab ended slower, but... I honestly think Staff's a very awkward one to use. I mean, that would be my guess, Starman. But not 100% sure, obviously. Okay, guys, well, I'm going to go ahead and stop streaming. Just kind of chill for the rest of the day, evening, night, whatever. Next time I do this, we'll do Vividra, because another new ability, and then we'll have another Dream Friend poll. It'll probably be between Meta Knight, Bandana D, Magalore, and whoever else I decide to put in that poll. Yeah. I'll talk to you guys later. Tomorrow, here on YouTube and on Twitch, I'll be starting Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, likely finishing it as well for the GBA series, so stay tuned for that. And then on Saturday, just on Twitch, we'll be doing more Pokemon Legends ZA, so that's what we got going on. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good rest of the night, and I'll see you guys next time.